Hi, I'm Michael Pepe. I'm here with Janie Reilly Eddy, and we'll be talking about first-party property policies, including some common exclusions.
So I'm going to start with Janie. Can you tell us, when we're talking about first-party property on a commercial policy or builder's risk policy, what exactly does that mean?
So a commercial property policy is going to provide you coverage for damage to your property at a covered location by a covered loss. So the damage to your property, so the named insured, it is not going to provide you coverage for those third-party claims. So third party being liability claims by other people making against the named insured.
So those things that aren't covered under your first party policies, how do you make sure that you get the coverage that you expect for those?
So for these third-party claims that are not covered under your commercial property policy, you're going to have to look towards other products, such as a general liability policy. This is going to provide you with protection for those third-party claims in the way of defense or indemnification for those claims.
So when we're talking about first-party losses, is there anything we need to keep in mind about what types of first-party losses are covered?
So the key is that you have physical damage to tangible property. So you need to be able to establish that there is covered damage, physical damage to your property in order to, as a first step to triggering coverage under your property policy.
Janie, can you tell us what are some of the common exclusions that we need to be aware of on a first party policy?
So for your commercial property policy, the hallmark is you're going to be provided coverage for accidents, things that are unintended. So things that are natural consequences, those types of things you will not expect to have coverage. So for example, wear and tear, corrosion, things that occur over time that you can expect, you're not going to have coverage for that type of loss.
So once we've established that we have a covered claim, what's the key thing that we need to keep in mind in determining what amounts, what dollars are covered under the policy?
You need to look at the actual coverages that are offered under the policy. And one of the key things that you need to be paying attention to is whether your policy provides for replacement costs versus actual cash value for the item, for the property that was injured at that time. Ideally, you want replacement costs.
What's the difference between replacement cost and actual cash value?
Replacement costs are the costs to actually replace the item. That is what's going to make you whole, versus cash value. That's going to be the value of the property or item, business property that was damaged. So again, ideally you want replacement costs versus market value or actual cash value for the property.
Okay. Actual cash value takes into account depreciation of the property. So actual cash value is based on the condition of the property at the time that it was lost, and that may not be enough to purchase replacement property that's brand new.
Thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to check out sdvlaw.com for more written and video insights, and subscribe to our email list. If you have a question you'd like to see answered in a future video, send us an email at coverage@sdvlaw.com.